set of boot tracks. Somebody's been here this week. This is the second week of archery season in North Carolina. And this little food plot here sort of does a little horseshoe around me. I'm on top of the mountain and the wind's coming from the north. I thought it was going to come from the northwest. And I had to move my setup around a little bit. So I'm in the middle of the food plot. Anything that gets behind me is going to smell me, but hopefully if something comes out, they're going to come out on the other side over here. If anything gets close enough, I'm probably going to take it. I'm not going to be too picky tonight. This is a beautiful spot for an evening hunt. It's not a prettier place to sit in the mountains anywhere. Even if I don't see a deer, I'll be pretty satisfied with my evening's hunt. There's not a whole lot of deer in this area, but there's a few. Chances are at least a doe's going to come out on this food plot tonight. Steep hillside this morning. Down below me about 50 yards it really drops off. And there's 2 or 3 trails coming through right here within 30 yards of this stand. The trails go down to a bench down here on the side of the mountain. And then that bench meets a finger ridge that goes straight off. And there's a lot of bedding down there. There's also a nice buck bed about 150 yards behind me. For lack of better things to do, I decided on this setup this morning. I got the wind in my favor, and hopefully something will come through within shooting range. I'm heading back into where I saw that big deer last night. It seems to be what they're eating back in here because I can't find any acorns. Usually this time of year I'm setting up on some good acorns in the evening, but it looks like they just like what's in that particular food plot. There's some other food plots around, but they've got different stuff in them. I don't know what that is. I'm not a food plot man, but I know a good thing when I see it. Anyways, I spooked them deer out a little bit when I left last night. I just eased out after dark, but they didn't come off the field. So they ran off, but they didn't blow. They didn't know what it was, and I had the wind in my favor. So I'm gonna go back and try it again tonight. This public land's gonna be full this weekend. There'll be other people hunting it this weekend. I might as well just go in and hunt it, you know, right where those deer are coming out, because this is probably gonna be my last chance. Tricky operation right here. I'm back in the same spot I was last night. All these deer come out right here in front of me, 20 yards. I was just 60 yards up the hill last night. I brought my old bow. I've had the same bow since I was in college. It's an old reflex I got from one of my roommates. Needless to say, it's a slow shooting son of a gun. So I probably won't be taking any shots over 25 yards. Now, if I had a cameraman, I know this would work. There's a good chance those deer won't even come back in here, but they like this and there's no acorns anywhere. But I'm gonna have to be alert and see them before they get to the edge of the field, and then draw back right when they step in the field and shoot. I'm just gonna have to be lucky. Just a hair forward. It looked like a fatal hit to me. But she was digging when she took off out of here. She heard me pull my bow back. I'm 20 yards off the ground, and she heard me pull my bow back. I just got lucky to even get a shot off. It looked like a decent hit. I think if I let her alone, she won't go far, and I thought I heard her crash. good blood here. It's only about 10 yards from where I shot her. It's really spraying out. I can see it all the way up through there. Like I said, I thought I heard her crash. I'm gonna go about 100 yards and just make sure I got a down deer, or at least a really good blood trail. Found my arrow. It's halfway buried in her. Well, I just found my deer. I see her laying up here about 10 yards. I'm pretty excited. She only went about 150 yards. I shot over that hill behind me, and I found a giant food plot down here at the bottom. I'm tickled to death. Let's go see what she looks like. Looks like a good hit. Came out the other side, right through the lung. Big duck.